Hey guys, so it's been a very long time since I recorded or uploaded more so than anything. So I've recorded videos like I've tried to record even tonight, just like, three times now. And this is like the fourth time, and I think I'm just hitting fuck it right now and just like not gonna waste my time trying to make this perfect. If people like it, great. If people don't like it, which not everyone's gonna like it anyways, then that's that. And I guess I'm not entirely posting these for people to like them. I'm posting them because I really enjoy vlogging, and aside from that, because I have another channel too for my spiritual related self-help kind of videos. I enjoy doing those too. I enjoy educating people on the things that I've been, learning over the years, and the things that I've found that have helped me a lot, or theories that I even have that I'll admit that it's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm pretty sure it does, and I've been working on it too, and so far I've seen pretty good results, that sort of stuff. However, some people don't agree with that. Some people are like, you shouldn't help people when you can't even like help yourself. I'm like, I might not be fully better, but we're always going to be having problems, and I'm not going to wait till I'm problem free to help someone when I know how to help them, especially because none of us are ever going to be problem free. And ever, nothing's ever going to be perfect in our lives. No matter what it is, there's always going to be something that's not so positive happening to us. That, I can't wait till things are perfect to help people, and I'm not going to. But, yeah, so I've been gone for quite a while. So just a few updates on things, I suppose, is kind of more so what this video is. One, got a therapy dog. So if you have not seen any of my previous videos, I've been struggling a lot with, one would call it anxiety. I don't consider it anxiety because I've been struggling with anxiety since I was like literally in grade 1, and I've been seeing a counselor for anxiety since grade 1. And I've been diagnosed with every single anxiety disorder possible. I've even had panic attacks for many years. Well, not many, but quite a few years, to be fair. And obviously, panic attacks really suck, and they can literally make you want to take your own life. So I definitely understand the struggles of that. And when you go through that, you don't think that there's going to be anything worse, anything at all. And I was one of those people. I didn't think that there's ever going to be anything worse that I could go through. And then this came to be. So, did I mention I got a therapy dog? Yeah. It actually, I really knew I needed a dog when not only the police mentioned it to me as a suggestion, but the hospital and slash crisis team also did as well, because I've had a lot of situations with them in the past, including the police, because they've had to, come into some of these situations because my mental health has been so crazy bad. I am on medication, but I'm looking to get back onto natural stuff. I'm not a fan of unnatural medicine, especially with the fact that knowing that if I miss enough dosages, and in other words as well, if you can't afford your medication, and you have to go a while without it, and I actually have a friend that this happened to as well, and they have to go a while without it, and actually a family member too. Here's the thing. It fucks you up. And so, I'm not going to turn this into a rant video, but I'm just saying, I am not a fan of unnatural medicine. I took it out of desperation, and because it was ruining my mental health, was ruining my life in so many ways. It's ruining relationships, and in ways it's still at risk of doing that, and it can still tend to do that, which scares me on a daily, because there's people I care about in my life, and I don't want to lose them because my mental health is so bad. Every day, though, I am trying to get better. It's very hard, and it's very ridiculous at the same time. It's to the point that something can scare me, and like I can start panicking. I can start getting a panic attack, whatever, and I actually start relaxing. That's why when I come across people that are like, I know what that's like, and you know, so panic attacks. I'm like, no. Even in therapy, and my therapists have just like, they don't argue, they don't say no, you're wrong. Nothing. Doctors, no, they don't say I'm wrong. They just literally stand there and they don't know what to say because I'm just like, this is not anxiety. This is not panic attacks. I've almost been hit by a car, whether I've been driving with someone else, like as in I'm behind the wheel, or someone else is behind the wheel and I'm in the vehicle, passenger side or not, or I'm walking and have almost gotten hit by a car, nearly drowning to death. More than once that's happened. I have never felt anything like this in my life. I really hope that doesn't sound like I'm trying to belittle people, because I guess some people have tended to take it that way in the past, but that is not at all how I mean it. It's just frustrating because I have so many people that try to relate to me with it and try to be like, yes, I understand. I know what you're going through. And it's like, no, you don't. You might know what panic attacks are like, but I've had panic attacks for quite a few years, very severe, to the point that I wanted to take my life. And I can tell you, I cry. I have cried in the past because I don't get panic attacks anymore. Like, it's quite insane, actually. And it's scary to me that I've reached that point in my mental health, which I never thought could ever get worse. Like I said, I've had severe panic attacks, and I never thought that there would be anything worse than that, and here I am. I wish, and again, if you get offended easily, I would not recommend watching the rest of this video, because, you know, I'm just a person with a lot of feelings, and a lot of feelings to let out. And that can tend to show up in these videos, but I'm not trying to attack anybody or belittle anybody. I'm just speaking from my personal experiences. I've been diagnosed with PTSD, severe depression, and I've had panic attacks all in the same go. And general anxiety disorder as well on top of that, and a million other fucking things. And even with PTSD being pretty darn fucking bad, all of those together at the most severe levels, and I cry because I regret, you know, I have regrets not facing my fears back then, not overcoming my anxieties back then, and getting a job, getting my license, getting myself put out there and whatnot, because now I'm really fucked. You know, I'm getting somewhat better, maybe sometimes even worse, I don't know. But I do constantly regret in my past self that I didn't just push through my panic attacks and whatever else and just do shit, get it done, like push through and, you know, move forward with my life. But now I don't have it that easy. And that's where people can get pissed off. But again, I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about myself right now, my own personal experiences. I'm not meaning to attack anybody. It's just, again, my PTSD, my severe depression, my severe anxiety and panic attacks. Relating that feeling for many, many years to this new feeling. What the Okay, he's chewing on one of his toys, it's fine. But, yeah, just relating the two feelings, it was so much easier when it was just PTSD, severe depression, severe anxiety, general anxiety disorder as well, and panic attacks. You know, much easier for me, and I wish I would have done things differently in those years and just pushed through, because now something I didn't even know existed is here now. And it's almost taken my life too, many times. Hence why the cops have had to get involved, crisis team, hospital. I'm lucky I haven't been put into a mental facility yet, but that's just because I can snap back and get hopeful so easily. But I've also never wanted to end up in a mental facility. I have a big, big fear of it, and I just know that, like, and I've known a few people that have had really bad experiences with mental facilities, and it's just like, it doesn't help, and especially because a lot of the time hospitals don't focus on what can help a person, at least not in the, mental facilities. Like, my fucking phone. One moment, I gotta turn that off. Like, little to no fucking color, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, little to no color, little to no plants, like, nothing that could help a person. Like, especially me, if you locked me in a room, I will go fucking crazy. Like, I feel crazy now. You think I'm crazy now. I will go fucking crazy if I was locked in a fucking room in the hospital and they actually thought it was going to help me. Let alone no colors in the room, no company, no pets, no whatever. Like, no. Not a chance. But anyways, I am taking Zoloft and Ativan, and I do plan to stick with the Ativan because Ativan leaves your system in, like, I don't know, I can't even remember, but like 24 hours or less. I think it might even be 48. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, now that I can actually, because I actually only ever stopped natural medicine was really helping me, but I only stopped because I couldn't fucking afford it. But now that I have an income, when my financial stuff gets properly situated, then I can get back on natural stuff and stay on Ativan because I love that stuff. It can get addictive, but I also use THC. Like, I smoke THC to help. I can't have CBD and I can't have indica because it just basically makes my body calm, and that doesn't help me. It makes my head panic even more because it feels like it can't do anything. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not explaining things 100% the best right now. Not for everything anyways. But yeah, so, my mental health is still not doing the greatest, but I'm alive, so there's that, I suppose. I have a job now doing psychic readings, which is good because it's something that, well, I really enjoy doing and I'm really good at. I've been doing them since I was 12. Well, practicing spiritual stuff since I was 12. And the hard part, though, and I might make a separate video about this one day. I've already tried. I didn't make it to editing and whatnot, so. But, working with Keen, you can deal with some rude people, I guess you could say. And I mean, if you're not gonna be kind and just basically, if you don't know anything about psychics, then you shouldn't be getting a psychic reading. And I only say that for the people that are not patient and are going to start being rude because they don't understand how a psychic needs to do their work. Because I've had so many people that would be so rude to me because they don't give me a chance to explain because basically spirit will give you a symbol to work with, okay? Symbols to work with, and you have to put it together like a fucking puzzle. And sometimes a symbol can symbolize more than one thing. Therefore, you have to ask questions to successfully put the puzzle together. And you can just bring up a car or one single question that does not resonate with them, and they're like, no, goodbye. It's like, okay, well, that could have meant many different things, but I guess I'm not finishing. Cool. But aside from that as well, I've had people that have also just like, they'll tell me their question and they won't even give me 5 seconds and they're like, question mark, question mark, question mark. And I'm like, it can take at least 30 seconds or a little bit more, sometimes even 2 minutes, sometimes even 3, to actually channel what spirit is trying to tell you. Because again, there's the symbolism. You have to put the puzzle together, and I promise you, no one can put a puzzle together in 30 seconds. I mean, maybe there's some people, but, you know, especially when it comes to psychic work and witchcraft and that sort of stuff, it ain't a 0-second process, because that's what some people have given me, is literally 0 fucking seconds to give them the answer. It's like, and so sometimes it's been really hard. Sometimes my readings are not as good as they could be, honestly, because people rush us. At least, like, you know, and it's just really frustrating, because I know I could do really good readings, and I do still. However, I just don't feel like my performance is at 100 when I do my keen readings most of the time, because people are so impatient and they rush and rush and rush, and there's all these, you know, stereotypical beliefs about psychics, and if we don't perceive ourselves a certain way, we're fake. You know, and it's just like so many people think that all psychics are mind readers. No, that's only one of the many psychic abilities, and not all of us are good at that. Not all of us can do that, and some of us are developing those certain abilities that we were not born with, or just are not very good at, and so we're practicing, you know, and I'm practicing a lot because I want to be able to do a lot more than I can. Like, I can see the future, but I was born being able to only see the future for myself, and it was only for bigger things. So I've been advancing for quite a few years in that ability as well, because I want to be able to see the future for other people. I want to be able to see the future for more than just big life events, you know. Like, even where the world is today, I've seen that happen. Now, that doesn't have everything to do with me, but it's always, you know, been something big that I've seen. My third eye literally opened in the womb. I didn't know what a stomach looked like growing up, but I had visions of it, and people wouldn't believe me. But then one day in biology, was the first time I was gonna get to see inside of a stomach, and so I'm like, okay, here's a test to myself, because a lot of times people like to try and convince me that I'm crazy or I'm stupid or I don't know what I'm talking about. So I put myself to the test, I guess, in a sense. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be shown what a stomach looks like. So I'm gonna get to see if I've just been imagining things, and like, I can literally remember sitting there thinking this in my head and remembering, I can still remember what the vision looks like, and then remembering just sitting there watching through the science video, and I was just like, yep, I was right. Yep, that was a vision that I had, and there's no way that I could have known what the inside of a stomach looked like until I was old enough to learn about it, to watch that video. So there is that, but now I'm kind of got off topic a little bit. But these are all kind of things that, you know, just updates. Some things might be not necessary to talk about, and then other things, you know, might just come up, and then there's the stuff I mainly wanted to talk about, like getting a therapy dog who is in training to become a service dog. And he's really smart. Like, I don't know if collies are number 1 smartest dogs. I've heard that they're on the top of the list of the smartest dogs, but they're definitely on the list of the smartest dogs. And I can see why. A lot of his tricks, he has taught himself. He taught himself how to high five. He taught himself, there was something else and I completely forget right now. I'm completely blanking. But he's taught himself so much. He's so smart. Soon he's going to be able to open doors for us. Like, we're wanting to teach him that as well, because we know that he has the capability of doing that. And when our hands are really full, and since he follows me everywhere, it'd be great for him to be able to do that, and I know I can teach him how to do that. Other than that, what else is there? I do plan to get a new tattoo soon as my financial means improves. Because I do make a very good amount of money, I personally feel, but maybe that's because I haven't really had a job in my entire life, so I'm not used to this kind of money at all. I'm used to $200 being a fucking blessing from the universe. I don't know. There's so many different opinions that could happen with this, but, since I get paid now, things are easier, and I want to get a new tattoo. Something that means a lot. A character who I've had a lot in common with and has helped me through my childhood, my very dark childhood. And so, it will be a new tattoo, and I would say it, but I'd rather it be a surprise. And hopefully, I just do better with recording and uploading my videos and stuff. I think it's even more uploading that's the biggest issue. What else? So I also got to get my phone screen fixed, which is going to cost $400 to do that. If I have not mentioned, I can probably in this video soon. Also, moved into my sister's old room. Still redecorating. Still cleaning, because I just, moved back with my mom. But, yeah. It's all cool. My best friend's moving in, and my mom is moving out at some point. I don't really know when, but at some point. And, yeah, I've been practicing magic a lot more. Got myself a job. Got myself a dog. Anything else? I don't think... Oh, yeah. I also got my eyebrow pierced. However, got very infected. And it wasn't the piercer's fault, and I'm sick of people blaming it on the piercer, because it's like, no, she did a very, very, very phenomenal job. It only got infected because I didn't have the fucking energy to move, so I didn't have the energy to clean it as many times as I was told to, as I should have. So therefore, it never healed, and therefore got infected. And yes, it did get better every time that I would start to improve with the cleaning process, but then I would, start to slack off again. It would get really infected. Now, there are a few things so that it could have been. It could have been that it was just too infected to properly heal no matter what, but the piercing was fine itself. It was just that there's no way it was healing. Just because of how it was treated. And another case could be that my skin is just not meant to have piercings, because apparently that's a thing where some people's bodies just reject piercings, so it gets severely infected until you have to take it out, and you just can't have piercings at all, which would really suck. But other than that, it could have just been that it was pierced a little bit, like, not perfectly lined up, was a suggestion also. Or that the piercing was too, like, the bar was too short, and I needed to get it replaced, but I didn't get it looked into or anything like that. So, I don't really think it was the piercer's fault. She did a really good job. She's really great. Yeah, so I have, like, these red dots on my face. The top part never really was too much infected at all. It's more so just the bottom piece. And I am going to try and get it pierced again when it does properly heal, and hope that it will stay. Even though apparently eyebrow piercings you have to get redone like every 10 years. But I don't know. That's the one annoying thing. 'Cause it's also taking a piercing in, or putting a piercing in and taking it out, kind of grosses me out, so I always have to have someone that's gonna, at least for a little while, be able to do it for me. I'm sure I'll be able to eventually, but you know, it's just like kind of cringy for me, but I love piercings. I want 2 eyebrow piercings over here. But, gotta wait for this to heal first. And then go from there and take it 1 piercing at a time. But I'm excited for a new tattoo. I'm excited to get pierced again when I can. And, I think that's really all I have to say for this video, because what else is there to say? I don't even know. And then, meanwhile, I'm gonna be downstairs and, you know, just uploading this video, and then I'm like, I should have mentioned that, but I didn't. But yeah, I think that's it for now. So, if you like this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos, and as always, if you guys have any video recommendations for my spiritual related channel or this channel, be sure to let me know in the comments, because as of right now, for especially my spiritual channel, I don't know what to post about. So I want you guys to choose. Whatever you guys want me to post about, let me know in the comments. And, thanks for sticking around and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. One other thing that I guess I could say, because here's the thing, I am writing a book. I've been working on it since I was in like 8th grade, and I've always wanted to write my own book, and I decided that I made it my goal in 8th grade that I was going to write my own book. Not necessarily publish it and everything in 8th grade, just that at least come up with the idea, and the rest was not timed. And then I thought of an idea, and it's literally my life. And, I don't know if I should say what it's about. I don't know. I guess a lot of people already know what it's about, because I've posted it kind of, like, everywhere. I've gotten a lot of people involved with the work of it, whether it was me asking for people's opinions or whatnot. I don't know. It's about werewolves, and I love werewolves, and here's the thing. I know this doesn't matter at all, and it's kind of funny, actually, I feel like, because it's kind of ridiculous to even have sides, but, I went from Team Werewolf to Team Vampires to Team Everyone, and yes, literally, I called it Team Everyone for the longest time, to Team Werewolf to Team Everyone. So I love both of them now. But werewolves are basically like a huge protective animal for me. Protection, whatever the correct word for that would be. Like I said, I'm not really thinking my best right now. But, I'm very close to werewolves. And I even made a choker that has a wolf charm on it. Wolves, werewolves, whatever. Like, both of them, technically, but especially werewolves. And vampires in a way, too. But, yeah. I've also started watching The Vampire Diaries with my best friend, who's moving in. That's been nice. We made it to the start of season... I'm sorry. He got a part of this thing. You're not eating it. I missed the garbage. I moved it so it wasn't in the video. But yeah, you're not eating that. Yeah, so we made it to the beginning of season 2. And I'm really excited to keep watching. And I've just been patiently waiting for the werewolves to come in. Took a whole season, but whatever. They're here now. And it's obvious. Like, no one said anything. But it's obvious. There's aggressive behavior. There's like yellowish orange eyes. I know a werewolf when I see one. Probably. But, yeah, I guess that's it for now. They're a big part of my life. It's what my book's about. And no, it's not a love story. It's actually far from. It's very violent. And, there's going to be a few different, like, I'm going to be writing a few separately for certain characters, and since certain characters are also siblings, they're going to be sharing the book. but my first book is for a character I didn't think would be starting this whole trilogy thing. But, she is. And no. It ain't a sappy love story. No. No, 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 no. There is romance in it, but that ain't what it's about. No, it's actually about murder. Just saying. Because also a lot of people have been like, it's like Twilight. No, it isn't. No, I promise you it is. I love Twilight, but it's nothing like Twilight. Imagine no vampires. In fact, vampires instinct because of the werewolves. And also imagine the werewolves not giving a fuck about who gets killed. And also not protecting people. And just wanting to kill everything with a beating heart and flesh and whatnot. So, it's not like Twilight. And there's no good guys. Well, in a sense, maybe, but, you know, I'm on chapter 3. Anyways, is what I was actually going to say. And I'm very protective over it. Every time I talk to people about it, I'm ready to take it to court. And I'm like, I would fight for this book. If anyone ever tried to take this book from me, I'd fight to the death for this book. Because it's my life. Werewolves too. And anything that I'd ever own that would be werewolf related, if someone ever tried to take it from me, oh yeah, I'd fight. I would. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. I'd be surprised if any of you actually stuck around to the end of the video. If you did, you should leave a comment and actually tell me that, you know, you lasted to the end of the video, and I wouldn't feel so ridiculous for posting such a long video. But I kind of knew that this is gonna happen. Yeah. But I think I'm done now. So again, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And any suggestions or comments you might have in general, comment section below this video. And also, quickly, if you want to see my dog. Oh, you're so cute. You're so beautiful. Oh. His name is Emmett, and I've named him my guardian angel. In other words, like, I put it actually, like, on his tag, and I would show you, but I don't want to show my messy room. And, like, it's not that bad, but, like, I just don't want, like, anyone to, like, get a glimpse. I really don't. I don't know. Hang on. Ooh, the video's gonna end anyways. See if I can quickly get it. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah. And good, that was the right side too, because I actually was, like, curious. I was like,